Imagine having to ration the amount of medicine you need for your body to function properly, developing a disease that has nothing to do with what you did on your day to day life, but rather is inherited through genetics and not being able to afford the medications for it. Imagine fearing having kids because of the fact that the prices of pharmaceutical drugs make it so that you won't be financially stable enough to have them. Many Americans are stuck with making huge sacrifices and working tirelessly in order to afford the prices of some of these prescription drugs, and are forced into a state of survival due to the unreasonably high prices. Though I've been fortunate enough to have outgrown my condition for the time being, I too was faced with these choices when I was a kid. I have asthma, and though it isn't as bad as before, when I was younger I was constantly back and forth between the hospital. The prices for my medication were so high that I had to make the medication that was supposed to last for 1 month last over the course of 3, since 4 of the medications per year was all my family could afford. However, I'm not here to persuade you into thinking that Big Pharma is bad. I'm here to inform you on how they're able to make the prices of these drugs so high, and from there, you can form your own opinion. There are 3 entities involved with the price hikes of drugs in America. According to a news article written by Laura Entis, there are 3 bodies that are involved in the network of selling prescription drugs and its consistent increase in price. Those 3 bodies being drug manufacturers, pharmacy benefit managers, and insurers. Drug manufacturers are not held back by any regulations and only need approval from the FDA in order to manufacture the drugs that they put out. So for that reason, they can essentially choose the price of the drug as they please. PBMs make money off the regulations between negotiations between the manufacturers and insurers, and have significant control over how prices are set and which drugs are even able to be distributed. Insurers are able to determine how high the deductibles are before they can assist in payments for drugs that patients need. The second thing that contributes to the high prices of drugs are the cost of prescription drugs in America being high due to the cost of research making newer versions of this drug. According to a study done by the OECD, the average consumer in the United States is estimated to be around 47% more is estimated to spend 47% more on prescription drugs than people in Canada, and an enormous 160% more than in the United Kingdom. Despite paying a higher amount in order to use these drugs, as well as plenty of taxpayer dollars used to fund research, drug companies argue that these prices are necessary in order to make more effective drugs. Now, on to my last point. Patents that are made in the United States in the drug manufacturing. Patents that are made in the United States make it so that drug manufacturers are able to monopolize on the drug. In a news article written by Ashley Miller and Hua Ahmed, in order to keep competition low and prices high, drug companies in the United States monopolize on whatever drug they so choose by filing patents that can last up to 20 years. There are 2 other tactics that drug manufacturers use in order to monopolize on certain drugs. Those 2 being evergreening and thicketing. Evergreen is when a company makes a very small change to the product in order to preserve their patent. When it comes to pharmaceutical drugs, in order for them to accomplish this, things like the chemical composition need to be slightly changed. And the design of the drug can also be slightly changed as well, making it so that companies are able to maintain the patent. The process of thickening involves flooding patent offices with tons of patents on a variety of things in order to keep competition from taking those ideas or taking those ideas away, giving the drug company all the power needed to keep the prices high. This is a process of how drug companies monopolize in pharmaceutical drugs. So there you have it. Drug manufacturers, PBMs, and insurers are instrumental in setting the price for drugs. Research on newer drugs and monopolies in the drug industry make it so that these prices are kept at an unaffordable price. I would like to end off by saying that there isn't a price you could put on human life, and it shouldn't be worth the price of drugs that are necessary for you to keep you going. This is Ricardo Ortega. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.